we'll be having Dr. Edmond Oshoke. Dr. Edmond Oshoke is the CEO of KAMEN Construction and Aggregates. KAMEN Construction has grown to become a leading construction company in Nigeria. He will also be sharing his insight on how you can scale from just a startup and then build a corporation from your ideas. But I'd like to welcome Dr. Edmond Oshoke.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Dr. Ed. Good to have you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Joel. I want to appreciate every one of us here today. I'm quite thrilled that we are talking about entrepreneurship. It's one thing that has got my mind very crazy when I was very young. I could remember the series of businesses I've started. Some I did start them when I was very tender, at a very young age, because I grew up understanding that I came from a home where we have multiple wives, right, and one man. So, and sometimes you can be so disadvantageous that your mother is the last, and maybe not also the very preferred, and you have to, pay your school fees yourself at a very early age, and also if God help you, you become the last of the whole system. But if you are not, you are the first like me. You have to look after your younger ones as well. So that brought me up quite early. I was strong. I was matured on time. Yeah. So in terms of looking for opportunities and values, and also seeking funding or payment out of whatever I was doing. So I started quite early. So and this will make me talk about KAMEN Construction, one of my businesses. Before KAMEN, I did farms. I did pharmaceuticals. And I did quite a lot. I won't be able to mention them, even into financing and giving out small scale loans. I did all those. But basically, at the moment, I'm running KAMEN Construction, and that has taken a very primary part of my life, while other businesses are being managed by others as well. But I would like to maybe just give some little data, because I know some of us, we may be new to entrepreneurship. You may be planning to start up entrepreneurship, or you already have a business you are running or side also, whatever it is. But one thing I can encourage you to do, that your business will always give you a better return, will give you peace of mind, will give you everything you want in life, will give you additional time. Yeah. But in the beginning, it's always never easy. And that would make me talk a bit of my construction business, also talk a bit of the general Africa and Nigerian entrepreneurship environment. So Nigeria has a fast-growing startup ecosystem, and the key industry we actually have in Nigeria at the moment is fintech. You have agri-tech, you have edtech, and so many. I'm in the construction industry. I'm in the health industry. I've been in the fintech industry. I know at the moment now a lot of persons are doing well, making so much money in the fintech industry. But there are also challenges. You have challenges of funding. You have infrastructure challenges in form of lighting and all those things. Then you have regulatory orders. You have to deal with taxations and others. And there are challenges dealing with Nigerian political-oriented regulatory environment. So, but I want to assure you that in the midst of this challenge, you need to put up a good attitude as an entrepreneur. You need to drive. You need to push. It will be discouraging, but if you could just push yourself to that tipping point, right, you will get the best of it. So, what was the environment for me when I was starting KAMEN Construction? We actually did register KAMEN Construction in 2016. And Dr. Joe was introducing us as KAMEN Aggregates and Construction. So when we were starting off, I was basically into crushing stones. Yeah, I started off the construction company in 2016. We're doing basically crush stones. I could tell you basically, I had no money starting all this, but I had courage. So I had confidence, and I know how to match make. I will get to share some customer-funded ideas when you are starting up your business operations. How do you use your customer to generate money? How do you use your suppliers to generate money? How do you use your relationship with your friends or investors to generate money? Maybe I remember to just throw some light on those things. But one morning in the month of April in 2018, I was walking out of my house. Unfortunately for us, the estate where I was living had no tarred road, and I could see how bothersome it was for one pregnant woman leaving some few houses away from mine, struggling to get to medical center. She was due for delivery. The road was bad. It just rained and it was gallopy, filled with water. Taxi was finding it difficult to come. And it was dawned on me that, yes, I registered KAMEN aggregate and construction. I was just doing the aggregate section, but why not do forward integration to do the construction section? So the idea just came. It was just like a flying idea. It passed on my head and I picked it. From there, I walked on to the estate chairman house and I told him, I know the estate is finding it difficult to construct this road. I want to construct it on credit for you people. But lo and behold, my brothers and sisters, I was not having money, but I had courage. I went to him. He agreed. He gave me the deal. It's a friend that we did something in financing together. We were giving out loans together. And I told him, my brother, I want to do the roads in my estate, and it's costing about 100 million, from millions away from 100, about 6 million away, that is 94 million. I need that money, and I told the estate to only pay me 30% because I just created a new product called Estate Infrastructure Development Service. So it's a flexible payment system, and it ensures you quality. So when I pitched it up to him, he was like, wow, my brother, it means this work. I said, yes, definitely it's going to work because the product is there. And so I went on, I met suppliers and I promised them we're a young, fast-growing construction company just coming in the limelight. And I believe if you work with us, definitely you have a lot of products and we're doing these services to people and they are enjoying it. So I got to recruit suppliers. So now without money, I created money. So money creation is not done when you have cash alone. It's done based on the knowledge and the capacity, the confidence you have to match-make people. So I've been able to tell who needs a product, that he needs this product, he needs to advance me a bit, then I'll finish constructing before he pays the balance. And it was really wonderful to them. What am I trying to say? I figured out the problem in my environment and I took advantage of it. You should always understand your entrepreneurial environment as an entrepreneur or intending entrepreneur. So in summary, I just told you, this is the problem of infrastructure in Nigeria. And since then, I've always been campaigning infrastructure. That when I'm doing my thesis and all those stuff research, it's always infrastructure funding. And I've been in that light, and I think I'm very, very happy that I'm doing that. We're doing that to real estate developers now where we started. We've done that for a couple. We're doing it for local government chairman with the autonomy. We're also doing it for state government and also for firms who want to scale up. Now we've scaled that product from where it started from 100 million naira scope of projects. It's now over 1 billion naira scope of projects, and people are still paying with it 30% to 50%. Then they can spread the rest over 36 months. So that is what we are offering, and it's really working. Basically, funding is one of the major challenges. And how do we solve the funding problem? I know some of us have already elaborate businesses as grown as ours or bigger than ours. Some of us are just in the stage of ideas. You are generating your ideas, but I just need to tell you, the funding problem here is most likely the funding problem anywhere around the world. It's not the lack of funds that defines whether you have money or not. It's your capacity to chase that. And what is your capacity? Your capacity comes from both what you have in your head, the product you have in your hand, and the environment you understand. So how do we solve all this funding problem? We bootstrap, we started. That means you are coming up with a lot of ideas on how you can personally fund your business, either through your revenue or through your savings. Then you can also approach angel investor. I will call my friend in Lagos to be an angel investor who invested in the first push of the idea. And you get a network for investing in that. Then you can have venture capitalists like we have Mr. Lanry or DLM coming to share with us on how you pitch your cause or your business ideas to ventures, firms who invest in businesses. Then you can have grants as well. I know a couple of grants and competitions that goes on, from Tony Lumelu to Faith Foundation to You Win. A whole lot of them came up. Some people took advantage of it, and it helps to set up operations. Ever since then, some businesses in the times of You Win are still existing. Then you have crowdfunding and the likes. Like I said, I will encourage us to get a book. I remember I did a course in London Business School on customer funded business, and I would like to recommend the professor who took us. He did write a book. I will share it with you. I will just read the cover. Maybe you go to Amazon and buy it. This is the book, right? Customer funded business. So what this book basically tells you is a 5 model system of customer helping you to fund your business. I learned it and I discovered virtually every business around us who have strived from bootstrapping and the likes with the difficulties in the African environment. They have, in one way or the other, employed the use of 1 or 2 models in mixture or blended, right? He talked about, John Morris talked about the matchmaker model. That means you can matchmake. You see this in the real estate industry where you have realtors and a whole lot of persons. They don't own the house. They are not also the buyer, but they stand in between to matchmake who need a house, the quality of house and the kind of house, the location of the house, match them together. So you can actually raise capital through that model. You can set up an operation delivering services and also be able to bridge the gap of no capital with this model. Then you can do subscription model. We all subscribe these days. You want to buy internet, you buy it in 30 months. These people are smart. DSTV has refused to do postpaid. Pay as you view and be pay per view. Yeah, why? They are doing subscription model. You can drive in funds from the beginning of the month. You have all the money you are requesting. So you can also tailor your operation. That means when you are generating ideas, you ask yourself, which best model can I apply in terms of generating capital? And how much of my capital do I need to even bring from myself, bootstrapping it, or from my savings, or what I could get from friends? How could I get money from clients and from suppliers as well? So you have the subscription model. You have pay in advance. I do that in construction industry. You pay me per milestone. You give me in advance. I give you a certificate in postpaid, but in advance. You give me the money, I give you a bank guarantee or advance payment guarantee. Then you have the scarcity model. Scarcity model is that the product is really not there as it is, but you just created this scarcity and people send money to you in advance as well, in form of advance and all those things. Then you have service to product. What Google, what Microsoft Word, everything, they are creating services for you, but they create it in a subscription model and call it a product, call an Excel. But you actually never own this thing. It's just the services you used and how you could save your data whenever you worked in the house. So these models you can get from this book, but basically I need every one of us, when you are starting up an operation, you sit down to reason, how do I employ, whether I'm bootstrapping or I'm getting money from my customers, I'm getting capital from my suppliers, I'm getting funding from angel investors, or I'm getting it from venture capitalists, I'm going for a government grant or competition to win it, or initiative or crowdfunding, whatever it is. You need to know exactly how you want to do it and how you want to come about it. My doctor was saying that I need to also speak on how you scale. How do you scale your business? How we able to move from one making it to 3 years. So scaling in Africa or in our environment, there's this part that technology has basically transformed for us. We need to follow technology. It's very, very key. You need to build a strong brand. Your brand needs to be strong. Invest in branding. Invest in digital presence. Yeah. Showcase what you do. Some businesses actually follow these slides, while some businesses really do not follow digital process to get or acquire customers. But that does not mean you cannot do marketing through digital marketing. So that means what I'm trying to say, there's difference between sales and marketing. Marketing, I could just be showing presence, but I'm not generating leads or closing deals through my marketing online. Yeah, like construction, for example, people buy construction based on what they've seen you do or you've done. That means your experience can sell you, or your relationship can sell you. Yes, or your technicality can as well sell you. Yeah, who do you know concept works very well in construction. So basically, put a brand. I could say it doesn't work well for the construction industry and infrastructure industry, but basically we are still there on LinkedIn, we are there on WhatsApp, we are there in Instagram, we are there on Facebook. We still try to showcase ourselves in this regard. Why? We are marketing. We still go on print media, we go on magazines and others. So you need to build a strong brand. A strong brand is through marketing. If you do not invest in marketing, you will not grow too well. We always think that marketing is not important. We drive sales, we drive every other thing, but we don't sell our brand. You need to sell your brand. Another thing, you need to leverage on technology. You need to leverage on automation, operations, you scale faster with technology. There's no doubt around that. There's this other new one that is out now. It's called AI. You need to learn AI. You need to learn it. You will not understand it, but in anything you do, I went to Amazon in the recent times. I checked all the AI books there. I want to buy all of them and buy them gradually. Every new publication on AI, I just want to read it. Yes. See, AI will knock a lot of businesses off. AI will bring a lot of new businesses. You need to learn to transcend, move from one area, move from one position to another. That makes you an entrepreneur. All we are bent on is to have satisfied customers. Yeah. So learn your technology. Strategic partnership is another key thing. You need to collaborate. Yeah. In the construction industry at the moment, I don't think we compete. I'm a member of the Federation of Construction Industry. Our president is having his 70th birthday today. I left there to be in this meeting. And I sat down with Gilmore, I sat down with Julius Berger, I sat down. Yeah, we were all there. But one thing peculiar in the construction industries is we all have our area of specialization. Yes, you could see Julius Berger working, constructing a bridge, but it's not Julius Berger building the foundation of that bridge. It's Treville, right? It's collaboration. So every construction company have a specialization where you are very, very specifically very good at. Other construction companies call you because nobody wants to have a very bloated overhead. Collaboration is fantastic. So I think people should collaborate, get partners, work together, and get the best out of what you specialize in. Then customer-centric approach, you need to have that. Everything you reason, think, and do should center around how to please your customer. If you cannot please your customer, brothers and sisters, you're out of business. Yeah, because there's what you call repeated purchase. The best feature of your business is a satisfied customer. You need to make those people talk. I did something happen. It's a very sad story anyway, but I could still share it so that you learn out of it. I did some works with a real estate popular in Abuja developer, and we did everything good from the mechanicals, bearing of their central sewer system, the electricity, the storm lines, everything. We did infrastructure, the gas piping system to reticulate the estate to use a central gas system. We did all those things for them. But there's one thing my engineer was not very good at, was the final outward road pavement, which is called the wearing cost. We did everything correct, but the wearing cost, for reasons best known to him, which he could explain technically, that the machine was faulty, and it's a very short route, not up to 1 kilometer. The machine was faulty, it was raining, and we had to lay the asphalt, and the asphalt was not properly laid. We earned a bad name that it's taking us 3 years to go and repair that name. Never displease your customer. Customer-centric is very key. Then smart marketing. You need to learn to market smart, cheaper. Before we used to go on NTA to do marketing campaigns and all those stuff. But basically now with your social media and what you see in SOE, using influencers like the likes of the video or musicians as well can give you a whole lot. Yeah. So you need to do smart marketing is very, very key. Navigating the challenges of doing business or starting up in Nigeria, you need to also put that into consideration, how to deal with compliances with the regulators. Talent acquisition is very key. You need to train, and you need to always learn to acquire the best. It's always very cheaper to acquire the best material at a higher cost, if need be, than employ a mediocre that will lose a lot of money. Sustainability is very key. You need to focus on long-term revenue models, not just making money or funding your business. You need to look at the long time, put the long time in view and plan for it. So my final thought is to tell you, start small, scale smart, secure funding, but focus on profitability, stay resilient, network, and keep innovating.